What's up everybody, Steve here. I'm in the Fort Lauderdale condo and I've had a hard time trying to get contractors out here specifically for kitchen countertops. I was gonna throw some quartz in this condo, but I decided to go with the butcher block and I'm staining it gray. The first coat seems to be almost like paint, so I'm a little nervous because I really want to show that wood grain inside the butcher block, but let me show you what's going on here. Now if this works out, I'm going to be in good shape because I was quoted anywhere from $1,600 to $2,200 for countertops in the kitchen as well as the closet. And I bought 2 butcher block countertops, and each one of them cost $179 at Home Depot. So it's a pretty small kitchen. This is going to be a drop-in stovetop because I really just don't have room for a range in this place because I did want to get the stackable washer and dryer in, which we did successfully get in today. I still have to cut a hole for the sink right here, but basically that's it. As you can see, it's coating pretty thick, almost like paint, but I am starting to see some of the blocks come out, so hopefully we don't lose that. If we do, then might be in big trouble here. And then I set up a little kind of coffee bar deal here, put a cabinet down below, and then threw another piece of the butcher block that I had left over, threw that in there. And then we got the closet over here, and basically it's just one large slab. So we'll see if I need another coat. It says it's only gonna take 1 coat and about an hour to dry. If it looks good, I'm gonna seal it, and then once I'm done, I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, the first coat is on, and it did dry quickly. It was definitely less than an hour, but it's dry right now. I am gonna do a second coat. I don't like that you can still see some of the streaks in the wood. All right guys, the second coat of stain is on. I'm waiting for it to dry to see how it looks. It's starting to take form. It's starting to look pretty good, and I was not intending on putting 2 coats, but I really had to, and that's why I only bought this little jar of stain. But this little guy, this little jar right here, literally got through about 24 square feet of countertop. So it was able to do 2 coats on this entire countertop, that countertop, and the one in the closet here. Now let's talk about the butcher block. As mentioned, I got it from Home Depot. It's 1.5 inches thick, and it's made up just as if you bought a cutting board from somebody. It's set up pretty solid. There's no cracking. I didn't see any kind of joints coming apart or anything like that. But for $179 a slab, it's pretty damn cheap. I believe those slabs were 74 inches in length. So they did have shorter ones, and they had I think up to 94 inches, maybe even higher than that. So there were 3 different sizes over at Home Depot. So let's go ahead and break down the costs on this compared to what I was gonna do, put some quartz in. So as mentioned, at Home Depot, I bought 2 slabs of the butcher's block. Each one was basically $180, and that small thing of stain as well as a small thing of sealer. Each of those I think were about $7 at Ace Hardware. You could probably get it a lot cheaper. So that's about $15, and the butcher block was $360. So basically for, call it $380, I have my kitchen and closet completely done. Compared to if I was gonna get granite, it'd probably be on the lower end of about $1,600. If I went from quartz, you know, it could have been as high as, you know, $2,300, $2,400. All right, and here's the finished product. The stain was definitely a lot darker than I thought it was going to be, so I lost a lot of the wood grain from the butcher block. Here's some leftover butcher block that I just made into some shelving for a spice rack, as well as the dehumidifier.
some other stuff. But it almost has a granite or even a kind of a concrete look, so I think it came out really well, and I'm pretty happy with it. And for the price, I mean, you can't really beat it. It could use another seal coat, or maybe even in the future I can do like an epoxy over, but could use like a light sanding and one more coat. But other than that, I'm completely happy with the outcome and really how inexpensive it was to do this. And then pretty much in here, we just got to put up the backsplash and we'll be done with the kitchen.
Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. This is just a little side project. I've never done it before. I figured I'd share it to you, to YouTube, and see if anybody else has done this in the past, or maybe this can give you some inspiration to fix up your kitchen a little bit on the cheap. If you got any value out of this, I appreciate a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one.